for me, my top 4 is locked. It's Luka, Shea, Steph, and Brunson. That's not changing. And then you got like Ja Morant can have a better year next year. Cade is on his way. Like you don't know what LaMelo is going to do.
PG can get his respect.
Man, LaMelo is the dark horse because LaMelo can fall anywhere between 10 and 3. Just letting y'all know.
I know Chill thinks De'Aaron is better than 10 and 3. Chill doesn't even think Hallie's top 5 right now. But like,
all I'm saying, so do y'all not think that LaMelo could be from anywhere from 10 and 3?
I concur.
He could be from 12 to 8.
I concur. 3 what?
3 what?
Top 3.
Point guard.
I'm gonna just mute my mic.
At best, in my opinion, if I look at we talking about point guards in the league.
Yeah,
in the league, Moss. He thinks that he could be
the National Basketball Association.
He could be better than
player in the NBA.
I said he can be from 10 and at best 3. He can be somewhere from there.
Now wait a minute, Moss. Wait a minute, Moss. Wait a minute, Moss. Please, Moss. Wait a minute, Jordan. Explain what the third best point guard in LaMelo Ball looks like. What does he look like if he's the third best
point guard or player? That's where I'm confused.
No, point guard.
Okay.
The third best point guard. What does he look like?
He's not tripping. He's
smart.
We're spitting.
Go ahead, Jordan.
I was confused.
Ain't no way I'm talking about. Ain't no way I'm talking about the third best player. I'm talking about third best
league.
And you're talking about LaMelo. You're saying LaMelo.
Today, we're in March of 2026, and LaMelo Ball is the third best point guard in the league. What does he look like?
He probably looked like about 27 a game, and probably about a good 8.5, 9 assists a game, and probably a good 6.5 rebounds a game. You're probably looking at that.
He's still not better than Steph.
Yeah, but on Charlotte. I mean, Mars, you gonna have your mixed opinions on Steph, Mars, because Steph gonna start off slow. Then you gonna say he watched the first 30 games, and then you gonna come back.
Steph is better than LaMelo.
Well, all I'm saying is LaMelo. Y'all talking about LaMelo and Charlotte? Like that team is fucking garbage. Like we all know the Charlotte Hornets is flat out garbage. I'm saying if somehow they get better, or somehow LaMelo get traded. You crazy as hell if LaMelo ain't gonna show y'all what he gonna do.
I don't see how LaMelo can be better than Cade. I don't see it.
Okay, cool.
LaMelo's a better scorer than Cade.
I don't see him being better than Brunson as long as Brunson is healthy.
People talk bad about Cade.
No, he is not, Ron.
LaMelo is a better scorer than Cade Cunningham. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
No, he is not a better scorer than Cade.
I wholeheartedly disagree with that.
No, he is not. Or Tyrese Halliburton. Or I'm sorry,
He's a better scorer. He's not a better scorer than Hallie, man.
He's definitely a better player.
No, he is not, Ron.
He's a better player than Hallie.
He a better scorer than him. In the passing gap isn't as big as you think it is between LaMelo and Cade.
You going back to the Tyrese Halliburton? You going back to
put goddamn LaMelo Ball with that Indiana Pacers team. Shit.
That level of decision making is going to be detrimental.
You're going to see Big Ball. You're going to see Big Ball on the sideline standing up.
This is the one leg. I want to make sure I'm following you, Jordan. This is the one-legged 3-point shooting guy.
He be hitting those.
Chill. He do that. Chill.
He be hitting those.
LeBron shoot one-legged three. Chill.
He's
LeBron shoot one-legged
machine. Don't leave that part out too.
On the Hornets.
Cunningham is a turnover machine too. On the Pistons.
On the Hornets.
Hey, Cunningham. Hey, that boy be producing turnovers. I'm talking about he is a turnover.
Are we allowed to talk about the defensive side with Cade versus LaMelo?
LaMelo is one of the worst defenders.
He is.
Who?
I'm not going that
far. I'm gonna be honest. We can't. This is just me speaking generally, but I do think it applies here. We can't just do this thing where every weakness a player has can just be said their team sucks. We just can't analyze it. LaMelo is one of the worst defenders in the NBA. Like you can't just tell me because he's on the bum ass Hornets, I can't criticize that. Because hey, you put LaMelo in a competent system, he's gonna start playing defense. No, that man has sucked on defense his whole career. You can't tell me he's just gonna turn goods. Like you can't just convince me of that. You can't be like, oh, LaMelo makes some of the worst decisions in the NBA, but the Hornets suck, so he's just gonna figure it out. Like at some point, we have to look at what this guy's doing, and we can't just say, well, the decision making is gonna be better on a better team. The defense is gonna be better on a better team. The flaws in this game are gonna be nullified by a better team. Sure, but we can't just act like they don't exist because the Hornets suck. I agree the Hornets suck, but we can't just ignore all of his flaws and say, well, the Hornets suck, so they don't exist. Like that, it gets to a point. Like we're just this is fictional LaMelo at this point.
But hold on.
It is though, Morris. It's LaMelo in theory. He said from 3 to 10. This is theoretically speaking, if LaMelo gets it,
very optimistic.
I think he's like
23 years old.
Okay, but you can't just say the man's a good defender when he's never been a good defender.
I'm not stepping on that defensive train.
Hold on. Let me defend my point about LaMelo. Like we talk about him being on the Hornets. The Hornets are a bad organization. They are a bad franchise. They have bad players over there. Some of the ill-advised stuff that LaMelo does, he does it because it's just one of them things like, bro, I'm on a badass team. Like, it's not like y'all, like the same grace that some people give. I ain't even gonna do that because Kyle Kuzma.
LaMelo's been making bad decisions everywhere he's gone throughout his whole basketball career. Good team, bad team, indifferent. He's made bad decisions. When he was at when he was at Chino Hills were the best team in the country. He made bad decisions. Chino Hills then fell off.
They won.
John, I'm only a host and I hang out with hoes. Like if I
this
stop
is even worse. So when the team sucks, we ignore we ignore the flaws because what's around him.
We can't keep ignoring
when the team is great, we ignore the flaws because they still win.
So when the flaws get acknowledged, decisions was he making? No, I'm saying what bad decisions was he making at Chino Hills? What bad
pointing at the half-court line and pulling that bitch.
That's not a good shot.
He made that one.
Right.
Bro, how many state championships did they win at Chino Hills?
Man, it's all right. We can't.
Probably three. They might have won a national championship. They might have won one national championship.
The Lonzo senior year.
Cade and them would have busted.
But my point is, you can't say the decision making in Charlotte sucks because the team sucks. And then when I say even when he was on great teams, the decision making sucks. You say, but they won. So when does the decision making matter?
I'm saying no. First of all, I disagree. Like when you say like everybody makes bad decisions.
He makes more than most.
My thing is on a
TJ McConnell
on a good team. Hold on a good team. What bad decisions are you talking about? Like what do you?
The bad decisions he made
so
when
egregious.
He was on Chino Hills.
What bad decision? Like what? Which one?
Horrible shot selection.
Stepping across half court and shooting the long ball.
Those because bro, to be honest with you, high school he was shooting NBA threes. Yay, you fucking surprised they do it now? Like they shoot NBA threes in high school. He's the NBA player, so I'm not surprised.
This is why I'm not jacking that though.
I don't get why y'all saying like that's a bad decision.
I was getting to multiple. We just stopped at Chino Hills. I was gonna say the same. He did the same. He made horrible decisions. His decision making wasn't great at Spire. It improved.
And they won.
Yeah, but my point is,
in spite of that, Ron,
they didn't win in spite of it. They won because of it.
No,
you don't win because of bad decisions.
So time out. You don't win because of bad decisions. Y'all don't be so literal. I'm not saying that LaMelo is Luka Doncic, but what I'm saying is when Luka doesn't play defense, when Luka shoots dumbass shots, which he does, when Luka throws dumbass turnovers, they win. Yes. They win in spite of Luka doing that.
Things, Ron. They win in Luka's horrible defense. When Dallas have success, they win in spite of Luka being a horrible defender.
And why do they win with that?
Yeah, and that's my point. With LaMelo, you can make the argument the positives in his career have outweighed the negatives. That's fine.
All right.
Saying they don't matter is completely.
I'm not saying they don't. I don't say
they don't matter.
I'm not saying they don't matter.
When LaMelo was at Chino Hills, he made bad decisions. When LaMelo was at Spire, he made bad decisions. Both of those teams were good teams. When LaMelo was in Lithuania, he made bad decisions. When LaMelo was in Australia, he made bad decisions. When LaMelo was a rookie, he made bad decisions.
Every player
everywhere LaMelo has gone, he has been a bad decision maker.
Every player make bad decisions. What are y'all talking about?
My point. Russell Westbrook makes bad decisions. LeBron James make bad decisions.
He's done it at UCLA. He did it with the Thunder. He did it with the Wizards.
Russell Westbrook is a bad decision maker. LeBron James is not. It's about how much you do it. LaMelo Ball is a bad decision maker. Everywhere he's gone, he's made bad decisions. Does that mean that he is he's just a trash player? No, but LaMelo's decision making has been a weakness where he's 23, 24, not 23.
23. He's 23.
LaMelo's decision making has been a problem for over a decade now. LaMelo burst onto the scene.
No, it has not been.
LaMelo's decision making has been a problem since he was 13.
You talking about it's a problem? It's not a problem if I go somewhere and I win. Like I don't get how was that a problem? Like when LaMelo was a freshman. Hold on.
This is why, I just disagree with how you rationalize this.
Because this is somebody that y'all talking about a player that played for the Charlotte Hornets who's goddamn probably had one. I don't even know if he had one healthy season. But let's go back to Chino Hills when he's a freshman playing with his older brothers. They needed LaMelo to do what the fuck LaMelo did. Shoot the ball, make those shots, and scorch you for 20, 25. They needed him to do that. They needed him to do the same shit he did. I mean, they needed him to do what he did at Spire, even though it was a horrible situation. They needed him to do that. Then he go to Lithuania. They needed LaMelo was what, 16 years old playing in Lithuania? Like, and he was playing decent too. Like, what are we talking about?
He was actually
I just want this to be very clear. I hate to step in and interrupt this intense yap session that you're currently watching, but I just have to inform you on all the amazing, spectacular, fabulous, endless ways to play and win over at Prize Picks. Basketball fans, I know the season is just tipping off. Yes, I know this. But you know what that means? It means that you have an opportunity to pick your favorite players and their matchups that are the most thrilling, and you can win money from these. With Prize Picks, you can play daily NBA contests and test your hoop knowledge by choosing the player projections and every single stat line imaginable to make your Prize Picks and take home some nice hard-earned cash. Are you a rookie in the game? Don't even sweat it. I got the playbook for you right here. All you have to do is download Prize Picks, use promo code PANEL, and you will get $50 instantly when you play 5 here with Prize Picks. So what are you waiting for? Download Prize Picks, use promo code PANEL, and join me as we break down all of our amazing daily picks right here on the panel. Prize Picks. Run your game, control your game, win your game. It's easy, baby. It's easy. At Montverde, Cade made bad decisions. At Oklahoma State, Cade made bad decisions. When Cade was rookie of the year, he made bad decisions.
That's why Cade's turnovers are a major problem.
4 turnovers. He made bad decisions.
Yes.
Okay, but are we excusing that because they're a playoff team? Are we excusing that because they're a playoff team?
It's a problem with Cade has been extremely turnover prone since high school. That's a problem.
Hey,
okay,
Mars,
but
even though Montverde
Mars,
Davidson,
Cade from 3 to 10 shots. Do you have Cade between 3 to 10? Do you have Cade between 3 to 10 though?
No.
So Cade is not a top 3 to 10 point guard in the NBA.
No.
Crazy as a motherfucker.
Luka,
crazy as a motherfucker.
Shea, and Steph.
Crazy as a motherfucker. If Cade not a top 10. From 3 to 10, does Cade fall in there?
Shea, and Steph are better than Cade.
Keep going.
That's 3. So he cannot be 3 to 10.
Any
he could be 6 to 10.
So Cade can't be that next year? Cade can't be that next year?
He can't be a top.
What about if Cade come in? What about if Cade come in and go 28 and 10 and
if we want to project Cade improvement and Steph regression, maybe he elevates to that.
So he could be from 3 to 10.
Yeah, but I'm talking about right now. As of today,
I didn't say right now. I didn't say right now. As of today, I said next year. I said next year.
I don't know what Cade can be.
Yes, but that's what we're talking about, though. That's what we're talking about.
What I'm saying about Cade,
what I'm saying about Cade
is as of today, there's no case for him to be, in my opinion.
No, nobody cares about today. I said next year.
I'm not projecting. You're doing a different thing to me. I'm not projecting with Cade. I'm saying right now he's not a top.
So now you want to change the subject because you want to.
I'm answering the question you asked. You said it's Cade 3 to 10.
Bullshit ass narrative that you're trying to bring.
No, you asked me it's Cade 3 to 10. I said no.
Yeah, I said for next year. Does he have
after I said no?
Be 3
after I said
to
no.
10?
No, he doesn't.
No, I said
no.
So
next,
Cade got action at 3 to 10 next year too.
Cade
and LaMelo both got action.
You want to move that number up?
LaMelo don't got no action at 3. Could y'all keep that number out of here, please?
No,
we go like let's do 6 to 11.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
Let's do 6 to 12.
Here's what LaMelo's not the 11th best point guard in the NBA.
Where is he right now, Ron?
Where is it? Stop it. Look, I just want to get this out there. This is all in theory. He probably won't be top 7, maybe not top 8. This is all in theory.
In reality, and this is the 11th point guard.
In reality, I don't think so. I still would probably have him probably 8.
Okay, wait a minute.
Is he better than Luka? Is he better?
I was about to say
no.
Is he better than Shea?
Mars, really quickly, before you even go into that, Mars, where do you have LaMelo Ball? June of 2025, where is he in terms of a point guard ranked? Where do you have it?
16.
Hold on, Ox.
Y'all crazy.
Where you got?
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of this. Oh yeah, he might improve today. Where is he?
I'm telling you guys, in theory, the whole top 3 thing was in theory.
Okay, so
I'm gonna get this out there though.
Gotta be.
Hey, Darius Garland's not better than LaMelo.
Okay,
y'all can take that. Y'all can take that all the way up your ass. Shove it up your ass and you throw it up. He's not better than Darius Garland. Darius Garland not better than LaMelo.
I'll go down the list.
John, this is me saying
yes.
better than Earth.
Shove it up your ass and you throw it up.
He's
not better.
Give us a placement.
Yes, he is.
You start naming them off, and I'll tell you. Start naming them off, and I'll tell you.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, Jordan, do you have a placement?
We can get the top 3 out. We know the top 3.
I'm gonna probably say right now, I probably got them between 7 to 10 right now.
Okay,
let's label them off.
Luka, Steph, Brunson.
We can get them out of there.
Got you with those 4. That's cool.
Hallie, Trey,
no, not Hallie, Trey. We can keep them 3 out of there too. So where we at right now? 6.
Okay,
that's 7.
This is 7. This is 7.
Can you name the 7 again, right quick?
Okay, Luka, Shea, Steph, Brunson, Hallie, Trey, Cade. That's 7.
All right. Now we can
What about Dame?
I got Cade and LaMelo about the same. Right now I got Cade and LaMelo about the same. Right now I got Cade and LaMelo about the same.
Dame probably doesn't count, but if
Dame's out for next year, this season,
it's right now, so it's based on the last year they played. That's what it is. It's not projected.
LaMelo Ball is not better than John Morant. 8.
Yes, he is.
No,
they're similar. I got
the LaMelo we saw this year and the Dame we saw this year. Who's a better player?
Dame was on his way to being an All-Pro.
It's not close. It's not close.
Like y'all looking at a motherfucker on a garbage ass team, bro.
That's the team he plays for, Jordan. I can't assume shit.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
That's the team he play on, bro. That's how the cookie crumbles. What we supposed to do about that? That's not our fault.
Okay,
that ain't our fault.
So wait a minute, Ox. So he's on the coach.
Name me the starting fucking 5 for the Hornets.
Wait, Jordan. Is LaMelo Ball better than Tyrese Maxey?
Yeah.
And he's
Is LaMelo what? Is LaMelo what?
No, stay right here. Stay right here.
Better than
Tyrese Maxey.
Yes.
Is LaMelo better than Tyrese Maxey? I would take LaMelo over Tyrese Maxey.
Is he better than Kyrie?
Is he better than De'Aaron?
I will leave this show.
That's a tough.
Is he better than De'Aaron, Jordan?
That's 10.
He's not better than
Kyrie.
He's not better than De'Aaron.
No, he's not better than De'Aaron right now. No.
Is he better than Kyrie?
He better than Kyrie.
But I also don't consider Kyrie a point guard, bro. I've been telling y'all this shit for a long time.
Stay out of it. Ron, is he better than Kyrie?
Y'all know how I feel about playmaking. You guys know how I feel about playmaking.
He's doing this on purpose. He's doing this.
I'm really not. Y'all know how I feel about playmaking. I'm telling you. Y'all know how I feel about passing. And LaMelo is like,
y'all is like that as a passer. Y'all motherfuckers gonna change y'all mind on LaMelo next year, bro.
They are. They are.
Every year, bro. Y'all gonna change y'all mind.
No, I'm not.
Had this discussion.
Wait, but chill. If you do change your mind, that's okay. Chill. If LaMelo comes and plays better basketball than he's been playing, chill. And you change your mind. That's okay. You don't gotta chill. You don't got to worry about Ron and Jordan on some goofball shit. Talk about stay over there.
No, I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna just say.
That don't mean nothing. Chill. If LaMelo becomes a better basketball player, you can more 100% say
or
if
he just get on a better team. If he just get on a better team, or if he just play on a better team.
Better than LaMelo Ball.
Why don't he make his team better?
He's not better than LaMelo.
You fuck out of here, bro. No, he's not, bro. No, he's not, bro. As
far
as whatever.
What's the word Penn said yesterday? Portability.
And LaMelo says
portability.
Why are you making up words?
I'm just saying. I like.
I'm just talking. So, and here's also the thing too. When I'm talking about point guards, I'm talking about somebody to run my crew.
Man, give me Colin Sexton.
Who would I rather have to run my crew? LaMelo or Kyrie? I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm taking Kyrie.
Kyrie can be more portable. You can say Kyrie's better off ball and this, and this. If I'm giving the ball to somebody to say run my crew, I'm sorry. I like
Melo.
I like LaMelo to run my point.
Like the ball to call. I'm not giving
look,
the ball to LaMelo.
For instance,
I'm not doing that.
For instance, like if it's the Indiana Pacers, for instance, I think this is the perfect go-to where you need a point guard to come in there and distribute the ball and run the offense. I want LaMelo.
So if you're doing that,
I would want LaMelo over Kyrie.
But that's when I think of LaMelo guards, that's how I think of them.
Ron, I can appreciate the point guard logic. Okay, are you giving the ball to LaMelo Ball or Jamal Murray?
To run a team, I probably would go LaMelo.
What?
Bro, why do y'all think LaMelo is just a shitty passer or something like that? Like y'all think he's just a bad
I don't think he's a shitty passer.
All they see is when LaMelo makes a flashy pass and it's a turnover. Or when he
I don't think LaMelo is a shitty passer.
That's all y'all be focusing on. Like Dame don't shoot dumbass shots. I don't see Dame shoot so many stupid ass shots.
Matter of fact, Ron, I'm full transparency. At this whole season, especially at the beginning of the season, I was trying to make it a point, and you would ask, "What play? These are the playback games. Which ones do you want?" I would make a point to say, "No, I want to do Brooklyn. I want to do Charlotte. I want to do Detroit before they got good. I want to do Portland. Obviously, I want to do Kings games." I was trying to make sure that I did that because people was coming up here. You don't watch them. You don't watch them. But then y'all said. People don't want to see that no more. Let's watch some of the bigger games. We need to do Celtics games. We need to do Lakers games.
That's why Charlotte.
That don't matter. That don't matter. What I'm saying is, I don't care what team you're on. I can watch you and see if you're playing good basketball. And you can't say, "Oh, well, he's no good." So you ain't had to do that. You ain't had to do that. You can still play good basketball. Good basketball. You know what good basketball does? It makes inferior teammates better basketball players. That's what it does.
Nick Smith Jr. Trey Man.
You could do that.
Misic. Don't forget Misic. Don't forget Misic.
Tajon Saloon.
Keep it up, bro. Keep it up.
Come on, dog.
Come on, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Like y'all talking about a shitty organization. Now,
good basketball makes inferior basketball players play better basketball.
Nobody goes over there and makes them better. Nobody.
I think
now a real basketball player would. A real basketball
player. And y'all gonna swear he played.
Nobody goes over there and makes them better.
If you had before injury Lonzo instead of his little brother, there'll be a better basketball team.
Hell no.
Jokic.
Hell no.
LeBron. KD.
I'm not saying they play. I'm not saying they're a top 3 seed. I'm saying they'd be a better basketball team. That's what I said. I said they'll be a
Jordan don't make them niggas better. Jordan don't make them better.
Okay, let's move on. Now you're trolling. I thought
I'm not trolling. Jordan don't make them better.
All right, bro.
You know what's gonna happen is
we got to
go to another team. If LaMelo go to another team and he play well, y'all gonna start saying he's playing a different brand of basketball. But then his whole argument is he's been the same way his whole life. I'm telling you, you're gonna see him on a different team, and then you're gonna all of a sudden y'all gonna come to y'all senses. And swear to God, y'all never had this conversation about LaMelo. Y'all, that's what's gonna happen.
I do have a quick question though.
What's up?
With LaMelo Ball having the freedom to play the way he does, why would he want to leave? Like LaMelo's been playing the same style of basketball damn near
because they're not putting competent. Because number one,
he probably win it because he don't care. He don't care about winning. He just want to get money and have fun.
I disagree with that. Number one, I think the Hornets organization. I think the Hornets organization is shitty. That's number one. As far as they don't give a shit about coaches, like they haven't had a ideal coach for them in a long time. Part of the reason why they don't want to spend money. That's what it was about them. So that number one. Number two, they drafted Brandon Miller. I like that pick. They don't know, like they had to figure out what they was gonna do with Bridges, huh?
The Tajon Saloon pick was terrible.
It's like shit like that.
That was
like shit. Like shit like that. Then you get a guy like I think one year they drafted Kai Jones or some shit like that too.
Yeah.
And then it's like y'all clearly are an unserious organization. There's no structure around. Yeah, James Bouknight. There's no structure around 20. LaMelo's 23.
Yeah, like 23, 24. He wanted.
There's no structure around a 23-year-old kid who needs dire structure. They barely even got any fucking vets over there. So it's like, like you wondering why a kid is in this situation and playing this way. Like we can all see the glaring talent he has. His decision making can be poor at times. It can be consistently poor sometimes too. But what I'm saying is, you see the glaring talent that he has. For y'all to try to deny he has overwhelming talent.
I never denied
and to say that if you can't put this guy into another organization and see that he's gonna blossom or bloom, at some point, y'all. At some point, y'all.
Jordan, I don't think that the talent is
y'all losing.
Real quick, Chill. I just want to say, like, the point guard position is probably the deepest in the NBA. There's going to be an all-star level point guard that just gets left out. LaMelo Ball could have legitimately been an all-star this year. It's just the deepest position in the league. Like, you could argue there's 13 to 15 all-star level guards in the all-star level point guards in the NBA right now. Somebody's going to get left out. You know, with point guards, I value making offense.
I don't know if it's going to definitely. It might be Darius Garland getting left out.
Shit.
It won't be Tyrese Halliburton getting left. It could be Tyrese Halliburton getting left out.
It won't be me leaving DG out. It won't be me.
I mean,
and to your point, Jordan.
Hold on, chill. Switch positions. Put DG in Charlotte and put Halliburton in Cleveland.
Darius Garland in Charlotte would be a laughing stock. Y'all wouldn't talk about Darius Garland at all.
Yeah, they already
you guys would not talk about Darius Garland.
We would never get mentioned.
This is the bullshit that we be talking about.
You know, chill. Every PCO argument I have is in this notebook. Let me just.
We would talk about him the way we talk about Cam Thomas.
I want to make sure that I'm clear.
Diesel, you got the titles in there?
Just so we're clear, Ron. Can you tell everybody
this is my debate against Mars right here. You can't see it, but still. Like, I have all the notes right here.
That shit up and throw it in the trash.
Can you tell everybody here, Ron, where Darius Garland was drafted?
Fourth? I think he was drafted
19. I think he was like pick 8 or something.
He was drafted 4th, I think.
Yeah, he was drafted 4th. Now, there's a reason why he was drafted 4th. Cleveland was garbage. Yeah, they wasn't doing anything.
They was garbage until they got another player. What the fuck?
Okay, and who did that start with? Who did that start with?
It didn't start with Darius Garland.
I'm sorry, but
Mitchell.
It started with Jared Allen too. And Evan Mobley
had a play-in run in Evan Mobley's rookie year.
Wait a minute, Ron. The point I'm making is Cleveland was garbage. Before Donovan Mitchell showed up, Darius Garland was an all-star. Before Donovan Mitchell showed up. Let's be clear on that. And they still was whack as hell. So.
Yeah, you know what his all-star stats was? 21-8.
On damn good efficiency.
We don't got to be box score merchants. We know he was playing better basketball than LaMelo.
Please. 100% he was. No doubt about that. He was definitely playing. So, Ron, if what you're trying to sell me is you're trying to sell me that Charlotte organization. You're telling me that Charlotte, they have nothing that they're doing down there. And that he would be a laughing stock down there. Cleveland was a doormat. Cleveland was a doormat.
Chill. You want to know Cleveland roster the year Darius Garland was all-star?
Thank you. Get him. Because
Darius
he wasn't
Garland,
the only
Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Laurie Marketing, Karis LeVert, Colin Sexton, Kevin Love.
Okay.
What we doing? Chill. Name me them guys on the Hornets. That can compete with anyone.
There's no all-stars. There's no Evan Mobley caliber players.
So you draft Brandon Miller, right? You draft Brandon Miller in effort that this thing is going to improve. Is that correct?
Was Brandon Miller better than Laurie Marketing or Evan Mobley?
Or Jared Allen?
Laurie Marketing was a cast-off. Let's be clear about that.
He was still a baller though. Laurie Marketing was still hooping. He was still hooping.
20 player a year or 6 minutes?
He averaged 15. He averaged 15 that year.
15.
Matter of fact, remember that was going with that. Remember that was going with Laurie. Remember they had Laurie, K Love, and was it Jared?
Yeah, it was Jared.
Yeah, Jared Allen.
And that was
a good team.
I like that team. I like that team. They had a good team. I'm not gonna say that Cleveland team wasn't good. I think they were a good basketball team.
Yo, if you gave LaMelo a collection of bigs, he would average 12 assists.
Bro, them motherfuckers drafted.
No, when he first got there, you're right.
They drafted James Bouknight and Kai Jones, and we talking about the Cavaliers drafting goddamn Evan Mobley, who just won Defensive Player of the Year,
and then trading for Donovan Mitchell.
What player on the Hornets team, Chill, can win anything in your estimation? What player can you look at that roster and say, you're going to be a Defensive Player of the Year?
Brandon Miller could be most improved at some point. I do think that.
Yeah, at some point.
At some point. But I'm saying, no,
not
Chill,
because
look
of
at that
LaMelo,
roster
in spite of LaMelo.
Chill. Okay, that's fine. But Chill, look at that roster
Laurie
now.
Marketing, in my opinion, in spite of Darius Garland.
First of all, what trade assets do they even have that somebody
he had to leave to get it?
Besides
Darius Garland was in his way.
All right, bro.
Besides Miles, what trade assets?
Well, LaMelo, Miles, Brandon.
Oh no, you can't say LaMelo a trade asset to help LaMelo.
Wait a minute, LaMelo, Bridges. Let's see, Brandon Miller, Mark Williams, who they actually traded, and then it turned out he came back.
Oh yeah, Mark Williams for Dalton Connect. That's gonna help them win playoff games. It put fans in the building.
They
don't got a star level guy to be in the playoffs, bro.
But that's how unserious their organization is. They decided they wanted to trade Mark Williams for Dalton freaking Connect.
Because that's the guy that they should have drafted initially.
Because they drafted LaMelo. They unserious.
That was their guy initially. And they tried, and what they tried to do, they tried to double back.
LaMelo go to Sacramento, you gonna have the first ball jersey.
No, I'm not. You must be out your mind, bro. I'll be pissed.
What? You gonna be talking about?
I'd rather have Trae Young.
I would rather have Trae Young too. That's different, though.
No, I mean that's just because y'all know how much I don't like Trae Young as a basketball player. I'd rather have him.
Okay.
Yeah, all I'm
saying is chill. All I'm saying is chill.
That ain't my problem, man. If they trade for DeMontis, I don't got nothing to do with the Kings. I don't give a shit what they do.
Hey,
chat, what y'all say? Serious cope.
Hey,
yeah, because I'm no longer a King supporter if they trade DeMontis for Trae Young. Damn the Kings.
In your estimation, chill, if we swap Darius Garland and LaMelo Ball, what would the Charlotte Hornets be?
I still think they would suck.
5 games better.
What would the Cleveland Cavaliers do? Would they be good or would they be trash?
Well, they already good.
They'd still be good.
No, I'm saying, but would they be good? Would they be trash because LaMelo joined?
3 games worse.
I don't think they would be trash. No, they
3 games worse and 5 games better.
How good would they be?
Oh, they the number 1 seed in the East with LaMelo. The Hornets. Oh, they drafted 9 instead of 7.
5 games is a big deal, right?
Yeah, but
look at the West this year.
They probably still be
tell me 5 games or 3 games ain't gonna be good.
What was the separator? What was the separator in from
the Hornets don't move up in the standings if they win 5 more games. They don't.
Okay. If
Cleveland loses 3 more games, they're tied. They're tied with Boston for the number 1 seed.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking.
They still win 60+ games.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Darius Garland probably Darius Garland would have a ball spot. His hairline would just be receding that he was in Charlotte. I'm telling you, you'd be like, damn, how old is Darius Garland?
Nobody wants to play with LaMelo, so they'll never be better.
Man, please. Hey, Clippers finna go ahead and grab LaMelo, and then y'all gonna be talking about the Clippers might win it all. They might win it all. I just know how this gonna go, though. I know how this gonna go.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. You're the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.